Oh my god. Oh. So it's raining really bad out the front. This is not how I thought I'd start today's vlog, but I'm awake, so good Sunday morning, everyone. It is exactly 3:39 a.m. I have not slept yet at all, like not a second of sleep. I don't know why. I did sleep like, I think until about, well, I don't even know. I slept some of the afternoon. I slept most of yesterday. It's not that I'm not tired, it's just I cannot sleep. Thankfully my migraine seems to have gone. My face is still a tad numb just along here and up here, which it's usually my right side that gets the migraine. So I'm not sure if it's like why I'm this wide awake, if I've just slept too much over the past couple of days, or what on earth's going on. I am tired, but I have to get up at 7, so I've only got a couple of hours left. So I'm just gonna catch up on the Fry life and yeah, see if I actually fall asleep, or if not. I guess I'll see you guys later. I'm up, I'm standing. George is very unimpressed. I'm really out of breath. All I did was stand up, but my heart rate seems to be through the roof. Let me just check. I don't know. It feels like it's really... I don't usually get this out of breath from... Okay, I do. I do get this out of breath from just standing up. 155. That explains it. So this is normal, relatively. Just generally don't get this level of out of breath from just standing up. 156, so I'm going up. It's a great way to start my day. I have everything packed in a bag. I have George's boots, his raincoat, his vest, all my supplies. So we're gonna head off to my parents' place. It's still dark out. It's like 6:41 and my heart rate's starting to come down. It's at 150. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting day. He is not ready to get up. Seriously? What are you doing? What are you doing? You got your ass on the thing. You human? Georgies! You human? So I got to my parents' place. I was looking for part of my phone case, like it's a rechargeable battery case thing. Anyway, I was going through old drawers and I found... Hello, Mummy. Ich chatte mit mir selber. Wave to the peoples. There's no peoples. I found my old Bloggie, which is broken. It's like a... I don't know, the camera itself is called Bloggie. Sadly, it is broken. It has a cracked screen, but this would be really cool if it worked. So I'm going to see maybe if there's a newer version or something. Found some sprayable hand sanitizer, which I got at my uni before I even thought of going there. My favourite old phone case, which sadly it broke really fast. Like the bit just came apart here. My parents are staring at me. Yes, I'm talking to myself. Say hi, Daddy.
Hi, Daddy.
I think I'm gonna order a new one of these because I just love it. George has come to say hi. He's sitting his ass on the couch. My old unicorn phone case, which I still love. I think I'm still gonna use it. He's trying to eat my coffee, and because why not these? The giant packet. Don't eat my chewing gum, George. Of the ECG dots I'm allergic to. So these are going in the bin. No need for them. Bye-bye. Yes, I hit your ass, George. So we are in the car, about to head off. George is in the back seat. I will show the car from the outside later, because I forgot to do that. But it's a little vintage car. Dad's plugging in TomTom, and we are headed off south of the city, north of the city, north to Scarborough to meet up with the rest of the cars. I think it's a mixed meet, so our vintage cars and other cars of the same like car manufacturer, I think. Is that right, Dad?
Yep.
Sorry, he's busy. Okay, check in later. Bye. Stay close to me, and we're off. Bye bye, Mummy. You look so confused, buddy. So confused. We are back in the car from having breakfast / I just had a juice, and it is freaking freezing outside. It's so windy. So I'm just waiting. Dad's getting the directions somewhere back there. Still haven't shown the car from the outside, but George was starting to shiver, which is no surprise, he's a hound, but sight hound. I'm really not feeling well still, so just gonna try to take it easy while we drive, if that's possible. It's terrifying driving in such a small, lightweight car in this weather, because like any gust of wind literally pushes the car off the road. Keep me honest, keep me alive. Nauseous. I'm tacky in the 120s. We've been sitting in the car for like half an hour. Still tacky, feeling shit. Yay. At least I had a couple of good minutes dancing and singing along to the music. And George seems to be enjoying the car ride. Dad's very impressed with my singing. Oh my god! Oh. So it's raining really bad out the front. We are getting blown off the road. The car is leaking like crazy. It's literally squirting water in here. Just shut, hold that shut. The joys of an old car. And just as I had gotten to sleep.
It's not old. Just about 30 years.
Slightly old. Older than me. So yes, it is pelting down. So our standard model of communication is with the two-way radio when we're on these trips. So every car has one. Well, on this one, not every car has one, it's just our cars. So it's just this little thing here. I'm not going to bother explaining how it works, but basically we're all set to the same channel, so we can basically just communicate. So we just stopped because our lead is going somewhere else, so we weren't quite sure if we're following or if we're going somewhere else. So yeah, that's how we communicate via the two-way radio. Dad just made a good point saying why we use the two-way or the CV whatever walkie-talkie rather than mobile phones, because usually we are not in suburbia. Usually we are in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's like 100 k's from the nearest town. Dad's grinning. So obviously there's no cell phone networks out there. So we use the two-way radio because, I mean, it's obviously easier to communicate. The only way of communicating between cars without having to stop. We have like a few different ways of doing things. So we have a lead car that knows where it's going. Generally, like, lead car stays in lead, and then we have all the other cars, and then there's a tail end Charlie who also knows where we're going. So it's sort of like the car at the front, the car at the back knows exactly what's happening, and sort of the cars in between just follow. When we're out in the outback, generally if we're turning, there's no TomTom that knows where we're going. Generally, like, the roads and stuff aren't on the Navi, they're like TomTom system. So the front car turns, the second car stops at the corner, so all the other cars can like see where they've turned, because like on dirt roads and stuff you have to have quite a big distance, because obviously the tyres will kick up dust and stuff and you can't drive too close, otherwise you can't see and you get dust in your engine and that's not good. So the second car stops and then all the other cars go by, minus Tail and Charlie. Or does Tail and Charlie go?
Tail and Charlie will stay.
Tail and Charlie is Tail and Charlie said quickly. So as soon as the car that stopped sees Tail and Charlie, they go, and basically that just rotates through at every turn, basically, and just keeps rotating. So the second car behind the leader stops, waits for everyone else to go past except for Tail and Charlie, then goes back and is at the end of the line, basically. That way no one gets lost, because if you get lost in the outback, you're fucked. Honestly fucked, because there's nothing. Like, we carry how many days water?
About 20 liters per person.
Yeah, water 20 liters per person, fuel, food, basically
Food for a week and fuel for about 500 kilometers.
Exactly, and all that in this car. So usually it's mum and dad in the front, me in the back, when I was younger. So that and all our luggage plus Kent's plus everything else in this little car, which is pretty darn amazing. I'll see if I can find a photo. We unpacked it after one of our trips in Europe, and it's literally just this tiny car and there's just this everything that we had in the car sprawled out in front of it. I'll see if I can find it and put it here. If not, I'll definitely see if we can find it.
I can find it.
Dad can find it. We'll find it. We'll put it here. It's pretty fascinating. Like, we have a set system of what goes where, and it's like Tetris. Everything fits exactly. And like, if we buy a new table or a new chair, the system's broken and does not work. So we just repair all the old stuff. And it's a really close-knit community as well, with all the 2CVs, which is the car that we're in. I'll probably put a link to whatever this is. And yeah, probably getting stared at because we're at the traffic light. There's our car, we're at the final destination, and then there's all these beautiful, shiny, vintage cars. And then there's our cars. Yeah, we should probably polish ours. We are done heading home. I'm driving. We just stopped at Aldi to get some dinner. Done with the day! Yay! George is very enthusiastic, so is Dad.
Oh.